Yes, welcome back everyone. So, in this segment, we are going to be learning about the glimpses of the glories of the past on 14th March. On 14th November 14th March 2003, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, at 25 years of age, addressed the students of the Sonar College of Technology, Salem, South India, one of the leading engineering colleges in India, founded in 1997. The owner and chairman of the Sonar Group of Institutions, Sri C. Valliyappa, a follower of Supreme Pandava of Hinduism, who had personally experienced his grace and healing in his own life, invited him on multiple occasions to address the students and initiate them into the higher truths. This being one such occasion, it was here that Supreme Pandava of Hinduism first spoke on the now popular talk, to open the door, let them breathe in. On this day, 14 March 2009, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted the Yoga Spurana Convention in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. The first ever Yoga Spurana Convention was conducted by Supreme Founder of Hinduism as part of his North American Yoga tour in 2009. All the participants were blessed to be part of a tradition that where every single ardent yoga practitioner and yoga community wishes to be a part of. That is to receive the deepest truths of yoga from the source itself. The enlightened consciousness and supreme power of Hinduism beautifully shared from a very young age the first path that started traveling was the path of yoga. Now I find in everything I do the shade, smell, and presence of yoga is always there in my life. So let us now watch a very beautiful video clip where the Supreme Power of Hinduism elaborated on how bliss is being in an intense excitement of everything and everything being bliss itself. And he also explained that there is no need to waste life on anything other than bliss. And a strong feeling connection with the Guru keeps bliss energy alive. And Supreme Founder of Hinduism further shared that anything can be lost, but not the spiritual umbilical cord, which is the connection to the Guru.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Let's enter into today's sutra. Twelfth sutra in the first chapter, first section. Anandamayobhyasat. See, in the Vedic tradition, every master has to find the source of his philosophical teaching from this Brahma Sutra. If he wants amongst Vedic tradition, he has to connect his teachings with Upanishads, he has to connect his teachings with Gita, he has to connect his teachings with Brahma Sutra. Everybody has to come under the classification of this three book. They are called Prasthanatraya in Sanskrit. Three major books. Everybody has to be classified by these three books. You have to fall into the category of these three books. Means, please understand, you should be able to connect yourself with these three books. You have to trace back the source of your teaching to these three books. You will have to find out some sutra which exactly tells your experience or what you mean to the world. Only then you can be an authentic this sutra Anandamayobhyasat is the essence of Nithyananda Sampradaya. This is the essence of
Yes, that's a very beautiful video where Supreme Pandava of Hinduism expanded on how, even though the teachings of any guru, it has to be verified either with any one of these sutras. On 14th March 2012, on this day, the Supreme Pandava of Hinduism conducted the question and answer session for all who came to be at his feet in Adi Kailasa, Bangalore. On a question from a young age devotee as to what was the purpose of her life, and Supreme Pandava of Hinduism beautifully began explaining that the society and people that are not being able to answer the basic questions of life eventually become obstacles for the future generations. Then Supreme Pandava of Hinduism shared that he himself can create the techniques and the space needed for the youngsters to catch the answers and the solutions they need. That space is the 1 year Ananda Yogam program, through which, even just by living in a practicing ambience and by attending the morning satsang, all the solutions will be imbibed by the listener. Because the morning satsang is not a 2 hour activity, but a whole life activity. Supreme Lord of Hinduism further shared that crores around the world are struggling without having answers to their basic fundamental questions about life and invited everyone to join the Ananda Yogam program. On 14th March 2013, the Supreme Panel of Hinduism defined the tattva of responsibility. Supreme Panel of Hinduism also explained that we are responsible for everything around us that affects us in any way. Even if you are not connected directly to an event, if it creates an impact on our lives, we have a responsibility for it, and when we completely take responsibility, we express the leadership consciousness. And leadership consciousness is all that is needed for success at every level. Those who possesses that status of leader without the inner state of leadership consciousness can neither lead nor assist nor lead. They create only obstacles for others. Taking responsibility opens the inner flowing of full leadership. On 14th March 2014, Supreme Panel of Hinduism conducted the day 9 of Inner Awakening in Haridwar and welcomed Mahamandaleshwar Vishweshwaranandji Maharaj of Mahanirvani Akada for the morning satsang. Sri Vishweshwaranandji Maharaj addressed the devotees gathered in Haridwar and around the world, and he began by illustrating a beautiful story from Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Parivajika days, and later fondly mentioned his own Guruji. Throughout his message, he strongly supports Swamiji's mission and explained the importance of work for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, who has for ages helped human beings and answered the question who we are. Later that day, Supreme Founder of Hinduism visited the Chandi Devi temple, ashram, and Vishveshwaranandi Maharaj ashram. So on 14th March 2015, let us look at some of the daily activities which happen in Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru Adiram, and Kailasas around the world, and the contributions of Supreme Founder of Hinduism on that day.
Upanishads are literally conscious acid wash, and it goes on maturing your aspirations and understandings. A person who works with himself constantly matures his aspirations is seeker. The person doing manana of these three, you will understand, simply you will catch the glimpse. Whatever completion you see outside is inside you. Whatever incompletion and conflict you see outside is inside you. But the real freedom can be received, you can get it only by a person who is already free, not by anybody else. This thought current I am giving you has liberated me. From my own experience I am sharing with you. The moment you internalize and understand, in is out and out is in. There is no in and out, it is only in out or out in.
After I met Swamiji and attended my first IA in July last year, I had the most fundamental practical application for everyday living which I got there, for all the things that I had here that I had heard for 2 years. So that is the first thing that Swamiji gives everyone, is how to live life practically. After I attended my first program, my whole life kind of jumped to a whole new level. What I perceived of myself to be, I saw that the way I responded to situations, maybe any situation that came across me, I would think that I would have got angry, for instance. But the response that comes out is so soft and so melodious and so powerful that I feel so happy with myself, with every single thing that I am living through. And I know that Swamiji is behind all this, and it is just pure divine intervention that actually creates and exists in our life every single second. So all my actions I see continuously. From the second I wake up, the first thought that I get is, okay, in the space of Advaita, I have to just be established. So I then act my next act. Even if I forget, once we wake up, so in a few seconds, by looking at a deity at home or looking at Swamiji's picture, again I remember everything that I remember the way we are supposed to live, and I experience zero powerlessness, no stress, no tiredness, pain, all these things. Even if they appear, I know I can instantly find the source, and completion will just get rid of everything.
This is the place where science of living started. This is the place where science of enlightenment is shared first time on the planet Earth. This city is older than history itself, older than legends itself. Mahadeva settled here. This place is never forsaken. Avimukta Kshetra. Experience the science of enlightenment from the source. Get ready for a spiritual blast.
Yes, it was a very beautiful video. And on 14th March 2017, on this day, Supreme Pandava of Hinduism elaborated on the Vedagamic science of using mandalas to experience the higher states of consciousness and manifest extraordinary Shaktis, the powers. And he expounded on the Bhuvanai Brahmanda Yoni Mandala, which holds the mother energy of the cosmos. The Bhuvanai Brahmanda Yoni Mandala has mother energy installed in the form of Sri Chakra and Sri Yantra and the mother component energy centers. The state of Sadashiva is masculine, manifesting powers of Sadashiva is feminine, and it is only the mother can create. And Supreme Pandava of Hinduism explained that father can be the source of material, but creation itself can be done only by mother. It is mother energy that only educates the Kundalini. He shared that if other mandalas awaken your Kundalini like a stream, this just explodes it, and elucidated that it is only when the mother energy awakens that only all best manifestation starts happening. All the power manifestation starts happening in us only with the mother energy. It's on 14 March 2018. The Supreme Pandava of Hinduism blessed the delegates with the materialization of Kumkum from his Pratyaksha Murti in Tiruvannamalai Adina. And on this day, Nithyananda Yoga Acharya trained delegates experienced breakthroughs with each yogasana and performed the ancient tradition of Shivastamba. Balasans offer spiritual healing for children suffering from parental alienation. An announcement were made of upcoming programs and shared with all globally via Nithyananda TV and social media platforms. It is now almost
Fundamentally, Hinduism is Guru Sishya Sampradaya, that's all. Not organized religion, we are organic religion. Understand? Organized religion means there's an organization, ultimate superior structure, then various levels, and all the sub-organizations and direct branches of the organizations come under them. We are organic religion. Anywhere an enlightenment is grown, you will see Sangha happening around.
Nithyananda Yoga Teachers Training Program participants are experiencing breakthroughs in flexibility and diving deeper into understanding each yogasana. An important part of the Nithyananda Yoga is the ancient tradition of Shivastambha Yoga, where one connects to Sadashiva in the deep spiritual ritual during this practice. This helped participants perform dynamic inverted asanas, seated asanas, and even standing atop the 9-foot tall pole, overcoming all fear and self-doubt. Do not miss your opportunity to manifest Mahasadashiva in you. Be a part of this revival as a Nithyananda Acharya. Here you see the materialization of Kumkum from Swamiji's Pratyaksha Murti in the Tiruvannamalai Adinam, Tamil Nadu, a sign of his auspicious presence which is much beyond the physical form.
Adolescents of the Nithyananda Gurukul visited Kumar Jagirdars, the founder-president of CRISP NGO, and demonstrated the Shaktis of Sadashiva. He was glad to see that we are offering the spiritual healing for children suffering from parental alienation.
I came all the way from Mumbai. I didn't plan anything, but then it all happened like a miracle. I reached here without knowing the timing. I in fact reached around 5 a.m. in the morning. I came by bike, and the session started at 10. I was very much tired the first day of the session, but then the second day it was session.
Nithyananda, discover your
On 14 March 2019, on this day, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principles of Rudra and Rudra Kanya during the everyday life public address, Nithyananda Satsang. Supreme Founder of Hinduism revealed the definitions of Rudra and Rudra Kanya in his own words. You are absolutely committed only to Paramashiva, and your life is just for him and him alone. So naturally, no physical relationship, or you have one partner in your physical life with whom you are absolutely transparent and you both are integrated to each other and desires, expectation, and experience, and both of you are complete with each other. Both categories can take initiation into Rudra and Rudra Kanya tradition, and if you have physical partner, both need to get initiated, not only one. I'll start teaching all the sacred secrets from Paramashiva, super science of enlightenment and empowerment on gender celibacy to only these Rudras and Rudra Kanyas. On 14 March 2020, on this day, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism expounded on the cosmic principle, the science of intangible but powerful happenings of life is called spirituality. And during the everyday life public address, the Nithyananda Satsang, Supreme Founder of Hinduism explained. And on this day, Supreme Founder of Hinduism gave an initiation with the grace of Paramashivam and Parashakti for all the delegates to successfully participate in a very powerful Pache Patni Vrata. Yes. So with this, we come to the conclusion of today's glimpses of glories of the past. We hope that you all enjoyed participating in the session and understanding and learning about the various contributions which Supreme Pandava of Hinduism has done to the world throughout the years. So now we are going to be entering into the darshan. So let us now get ready to receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti. So we'll now be entering into the meditation. I request each and every one of you who are participating here to sit straight and close your eyes and be in a deep meditative state before receiving the darshan and blessings of the Supreme Pandava of Hinduism. Yes, all of you sit straight, be in the meditative state, and close your eyes as we get ready to receive Paramashiva